Man, I appreciate y'all boys hanging out with me tonight on the Homeboy Hangout, man. You know, we go way back, man, from Lover's Lane to what's the other?
Dick Harmony
Road to.
I was in Lover's Lane, man. So I don't know what you're
You
talking
was on Lover's Lane, but
Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say like, you know, grandfather crib back there. You know,
about.
never mind. We gonna leave. We gonna leave that. We gonna leave that out. Yeah, out the picture, man. Yeah, man. But I'm just happy to be kicking it with y'all because, you know, we started. Me and you started probably what, kindergarten.
We've been friends since kindergarten.
Kurt was like the oldest, and he always looked down on us because he was a year older than us. You know? And Cam came to town.
Yeah.
When you come to town?
90.
In 90?
Yeah.
What grade was we in then?
I graduated in 96, so
you looking at
8th grade.
That was Creasy age. That was
You know how old
Creasy.
you was in 1990? I was 11 in 1990.
Well, if you was 11, and I was 11.
Are we the same?
I was 12 in 1990.
Yeah,
I'm a year ahead of y'all.
You was 12 in the third grade.
12, yeah.
You were old.
He was 12 in the third grade.
Y'all remember Kevin? Yeah, all y'all we right here together.
Yeah. You still the oldest though.
I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
You are the oldest.
Mm-hmm.
The first to do a lot of stuff.
No.
Yeah.
No.
You was the first one to have your car.
Yeah.
Out of all of us.
Right?
The Chevette.
Yeah, Chevette.
Yeah.
We all rode with
Oh
you.
my
We all
goodness,
filed in that
man.
Chevette.
Yeah, we did.
Matter of fact, you remember that day we was coming back from Elizabeth City and the police pulled you
I
over?
want a Chevette.
What was that?
Nah, that was the little red car.
That was a Skyhawk. Yeah,
No, that was Skyhawk.
Yeah, Skyhawk.
How
I
many
was in the
cars?
wind too.
Man,
No,
you-
I was Skyhawk.
You was privileged, dog.
Yeah,
How many cars did you have?
I don't know.
Kurt and Connor.
Yeah,
spoiled
okay,
you.
how many cars? He had 2 Chevettes.
Yeah,
So he
two
had a
Chevettes.
2-door Chevette and a 4-door Chevette.
Yeah.
Then he had the Buick Skylark.
Then I had the Bonneville.
And then he had the Bonneville.
The
He had
Bonneville.
4 cars before he even got out of high school.
Exactly.
I barely had one.
I barely had none. How about that?
Yeah. I remember my daddy gave me that $200 yellow Toyota Corolla station wagon.
With the house speakers in the
Man,
back.
Diddy used to pass me on the road. He let the steering wheel go up, be like Bumblebee.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, something wrong with you, dog. Kev, you had the EXP?
The EXP.
Yeah.
That was my baby.
Hey, man.
I had the stick.
Yeah, with the stick holding up.
Hold the seat up.
Now, that brings a topic to me. Like, y'all, of all these cars that we had, and they was hand-me-down cars. Do you realize you cannot hand down a hand-me-down car to these kids today?
I better not have no kid, nigga. He getting a hand-me-down.
You can't do
Unless he
it.
get it himself.
I done did it
They don't
twice.
want it.
I done hand down 2 decent cars to 2 different kids, and they don't like them.
They don't want them.
They like walking better.
They one took my grandmother's car over his, and then the other one now is saying his dad is gonna buy him another car, and I just bought him a car.
But they got options.
They got options.
We didn't have no
They had
options.
no
Too
options.
many options, man.
Yeah, we didn't have no options.
But I'm like, yo, like the whole part of you get in your car, you work on it, you get it to
You clean it.
you clean it. They don't want none of that.
Nope.
Hand me the keys and let me just drive it. And if I tear it up, I just tear it up, and you can't say nothing about it.
Right.
My daddy gave me that $200 car. It still had straw hay in it from the farm. I had to spend 3 days cleaning it out before I even drove it around y'all.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
House like a
speakers in the-
surprise. You surprised us one morning.
Yeah, it's just, you know, because I got tired of riding with you.
Yeah. And then with him, you had to ride a gallon of water. He had to keep a gallon of water in his car because it might overheat.
It might overheat.
Oh, man.
That's right. That's right. And the air conditioner worked in the wintertime.
And the
And the
heat
heat
worked
worked
in
in the
the
summertime.
summertime.
Yeah.
Good God.
But
These
Kevin,
kids driving big cars now.
but Kevin, I love riding with you, but every time you pick me up, you had that daggone window roll down. I'll be cold, man. It'd be wintertime. And I'll be like, man, Kev gonna roll the window up in a minute, man. Nah.
Fresh air, my brother.
And he'll play one song and one song only.
What
Big.
is it?
He'll play Biggie, and he'll keep rewinding that one
That's
song
right, baby.
over and over and
That's
over.
right.
We just riding around with that
All the
one
way back.
song, all the way
That's
back.
why we nicknamed him Biggie.
Yeah. And then like he would just like bring that up. Then when I bring up something, he's like, man, I don't hear that shit over and over again. Like, come on, man.
That's right. Because Kurt, you wanted to listen to UGK and
Nah, he was listening to the Locks.
3-6 Mafia.
Listen to the Locks. Oh no, his favorite rapper was Ice Cube.
Oh,
So he had NWA, but he picked up Ice Cube.
yeah.
I'm an East Coast dude.
Yeah, and we was listening to the West Coast music.
I thought it was the Locks. Was
Tyrone got him on the
Mr.
West
Cheeks
Coast.
and Freaky Ty.
He was the first one to put on the NWA.
He the first one to put us on.
Where's
NWA.
Tyrone?
Our cousin Tyrone.
And,
Oh,
Jersey.
from Jersey. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
Tyrone.
Okay. My mother be fussing at me about drinking. Nah, I hope your mother don't see this. But who started
I
me
hope she
drinking?
do.
Kevin?
What? I started you drinking?
Oh,
No,
they don't drink. I don't drink. Oh, they don't drink.
First of all, my mother wouldn't let me go with 2 or 3 people, and all 2 or 3 of them is in the room.
right?
Well,
You
it
know
was
what I'm
not me. I didn't start you off the drink.
My man was working at this place called the grocery store.
Yes.
He called me. He said, "Man, let's sneak and drink something tonight." I said, "Okay, you can pick me up." He said, "Yeah, pick me up." We drove all the way down. I don't know why we did it like this. All the way down. Y'all in the Lovers Lane. You know, I stayed on one end, y'all stayed on the other end.
Right.
We didn't come to your house.
Right.
We just parked in the driveway. Kurt said, "Yeah, man, that's what you got, Kurt." Kurt pulled out the bottles and James. Strawberry daiquiris.
Oh,
that was it back then.
so you was getting? Oh man, where you get the booms from?
Boom.
Why he feel like everybody do the Mad Dog 2020?
2020.
That's what you was
They gave
supposed
you
to
hard,
start
bro.
off with.
Kurt said,
You know,
"Get
Kurt's
out
stomach
of
can't
here."
take that, man. It's his stomach.
Hey,
Kurt can't take that, man. He's been throwing
Mad
up all
Dog
weekend.
2020 or the Thunderbird.
yeah, man. When I drank some Cisco one time, I went up to A&T for a camp. And I was with some of the other homies from Rich Square, and I went with a little, I forget what it was, I think Nicer for Daggers. You know,
Oh
some
yeah,
type
yeah,
of
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
You know, when I was young, and the boys said, "Try this." Man, that Cisco choked me so bad, I thought I was gonna die, man. I said, "Man, no, I'm not drinking anything else."
Growing up in Richport.
And then you became a part-time alcoholic. That's it.
Yeah, after that, man. But I graduated to Silver Tequila, and I'm gonna stick with that. But
Tequila's
Diet
good.
Dr. Pepper.
Now explain the tequila with Dr. Pepper. I'm
Diet
lost.
Dr. It's gotta be Diet Dr. Pepper.
I'm concerned about Dr. Pepper. Period.
Diet Dr. Pepper.
Diet,
Get it right.
non-diet,
Nah, diet. You gotta get it right.
diet with tequila. I thought
Silver
silver tequila.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you drink a juice?
6 ounces of tequila give me 6 carbs. Diet Dr. Pepper give me 0 carbs. So I'm drinking a 6-carb drink.
Okay, all right, brother.
You know he's a mathematician and all that.
He done
count the
way there.
microcarbs, like,
I gotta do it. You know what I'm saying? Because, and this is the crazy thing, because y'all know I got diabetes, man.
Right.
So initially they were like, you know, don't drink this, don't drink that, no mixed drinks, no fruity drinks, no none of that stuff. And I was like, I started drinking brown tequila first, and it would run my blood sugar up. So I was like, man, I just gotta stop drinking. Then I started researching, and another joint was like, the Blanco tequila, white tequila, with 100% agave will actually decrease your blood sugar. So I was like, I want to drink, so let me try it out. And I drank it one night, and nothing happened. Like, it didn't go up, didn't change at all, and I've been stuck with that and Diet Dr. Pepper ever since.
Oh wow,
That's good.
You know what I'm saying?
that's good.
Now, for everybody out there listening, now everybody gonna run out there and go
This is
get
Diet Dr.
Diet
Pepper.
Silver tequila.
Silver tequila.
He done started a trend.
He done started a trend now. Everybody gonna run and go get that.
And there have been nights where I drank that, and my blood sugar went down.
Wow,
You know?
it's crazy. I've never been a drinker like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I think like 2020, I started like I'll indulge. You know, but I'm not a heavy drinker now like that.
What happened in 2020 to make you indulge?
You know, man, 2020 was, whew. The year I lost my mom.
Okay.
The year the world stopped, barber stopped, everybody stopped, couldn't work.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, so it was just like one of them things, man. Like when you're home, it's in the cabinet, like, why not? You know,
You got nothing to do.
nothing to do.
You
Like,
gonna think a little
am I
bit more.
stressing? I might not be stressing, but let me take a little hit, you know?
I'm gonna tell you what it was, man. And I don't know if you guys seen the podcast I did with Judd and Big Snow, but it's called depression.
Mm.
A lot of times you don't realize you have depression, but you have depression.
Yeah.
You know, and as men, black men, we don't own up to to things like that.
That's
When
true.
your behavior starts to change, you start looking for other answers to situations that you normally work your way out of. You felt falling into a state of depression. I've been there before after the accident. I'm not sure if you guys have been there before or not, but being depressed makes you act certain ways about certain things.
Oh,
Yeah.
It might even make you not call your friend.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been depressed before, real bad. That I couldn't find a job for like a year.
Right.
And it was, I had bills to pay. And I was having a hard time paying them. I had to depend on my parents and stuff.
Right.
But it was some nights I would just be upstairs and I like leave the doors unlocked. Like, man, just come in and just like take me out or something. Like, come and take me out. It was just like that. But I got over it. It worked out eventually. But still.
Right.
And people don't realize that. When black men and everything, especially like head of household, you have a lot of pressure on you, and people don't want to see that. People don't want to recognize that.
Right.
Especially you got a wife and kids, and you got bills, and you got to make sure the house straight and all this other stuff. People don't understand where we coming from. It's always, but make sure your wife happy and all that stuff like that, which is a myth.
Right.
A happy wife is not equal to a happy life.
Right.
That's not.
Happy spouse, happy house.
Right.
That's what I
But a
believe.
happy man is in God's plan.
Go ahead on. Preach it.
I like what
like
you said there. I like what you said there. But the way we were raised, we wasn't raised to show weakness.
Yeah.
Right.
If something's going on, you bottle it up inside and you figure out a way to fight it off.
Yeah.
Right.
But sometimes, you can't really fight it off. Like having love from a mother is one thing, but having love from your father is something totally different. Like my father can tell me he loved me till I'm 44 now, but I was 41. First time he told me he loved me.
Damn,
You see what I'm saying? But at least he told me. Your father never told you?
My dad changed the subject. All right, cool. Okay.
But see, now you tell your son you love him.
Every day.
So you're breaking that mold, and I tell my kids too.
Every day.
I gotta cut them out.
I mean, it's real. I mean, life is real, man. Like, we was just reminiscing on our childhood, which shaped and molded us to manhood,
Right.
fatherhood or whatever, and taking our rightful place, but the way we was brought up, I think a lot of these young kids today, they can't handle it.
They won't build for it.
And then it's some parents that's trying to say, I'm going to give my child every opportunity. I'm going to give them this. I'm not going to allow them to go through this and go through that. But I think parenting, you got to have some of the things you were taught and some of the things you learned.
Right.
And there's no manual to parenting. I know that. But if we give them everything, what are they going to appreciate? What are they going to earn?
That's what I'm saying. A lot of them don't appreciate nothing now. And I think because most parents are trying to be friends first, parents second. See, back in the day, parents first, friends second.
I don't know
about the friend part.
I don't even remember the friend part. I don't know.
Yeah,
It was parent first, fear next.
Right, exactly right.
That's what it was.
Parent first, fear next.
Right.
I was listening to the radio the other day, and they had the same topic. It was something called like a healthy fear. You had a healthy fear of your parents or whoever your guardian was to stay straight, to not veer left or right. Because think about it. We're the last generation who came through school that you could actually get whooped at school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we got whooped by the teacher, then the teacher sent you to the principal, and the principal gave you a butt whooping, and then if somebody heard, you got a whooping before you got home, you got another whooping. That was real. That actually happened.
Right.
So, but now, if you even look at somebody's child wrong, they're calling the authorities on you.
Yeah.
Right.
And or my child wouldn't do nothing like that, but yet now you got teachers getting beat in school by kids.
Yeah.
Slap.
And they can't even do anything back to them.
Right.
These are grown adults that can't do nothing to a kid. But a kid has a right to slap them, and you supposed to hold back and be like, oh, he's a kid, I can't do anything. That's not the generation I came from. You might have got slapped and got to get up off the ground.
Right.
You picking your teeth up as you was getting up off the ground.
But you we didn't experience as a child telling the teacher, "I'll slap you again."
You wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
You wouldn't.
And then he slapped her again.
Again, right?
2 times.
I mean, rattled her too.
Yeah.
You know, they wear them little badges. The teachers wear the little, little badges. You talk, right. You talk. I would have took that off.
and
I said, "Look at this y'all."
No, I wouldn't even have thought to take it off.
I would have thought to take it off.
Yeah,
I would have been.
Yeah, you know.
As soon as he started with the motion, it's his own.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right now, you just told me you a man like I am.
Right.
Yeah.
At that point, you just said you was a man, you an adult, and I need to handle you like you're an adult, not a kid.
Right.
Yeah. Now we're gonna go to prison for it.
That's right.
And I'll take those charges. I'm okay with that. I'm fine.
You'll see those
exactly why I
TikToks.
can't be a teacher.
Those TikToks, they be like, "Hey, Mr. George, the new guy." I'd have called the principal. Hey, Mr. Principal, I'm the guy. Come get me. He's right here.
Exactly.
He's right here.
Because I wasn't raised that way.
No.
Yeah.
Where we come from, man, please.
Mm-mm.
Let me tell you something. Rich Square, North Carolina, Northampton County. The best thing that ever happened to me.
Tell me more.
I'm going to tell you because coming from Newark, New Jersey, man, where, your mom and dad is living life, doing what they're doing, and you out here hanging with your older cousins and just getting into stuff, that I believe had I stayed, I would have been on the other side of things, like jail, dead, possibly, who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Because the path that some of my cousins were going down, man, some of them went to prison,
Right.
Some of them didn't make it.
Right.
But when I mean by Rich Square changed my life, I came into structure.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, since we there, you your parents obviously sent you to Rich Square.
That's right.
As a child,
that's right.
That's probably sometimes hard to understand.
It was.
It was. At that time, I imagine you probably felt some kind of heartache and pain, as if your parents didn't want you anymore, or whatever. I'm speculating here because they sent you away from them.
Right.
But now you're at an age you can see that, hey, that was the best thing for me and my brother to be sent away from our parents. Your parents made that decision.
It was. I thank God that he operated through my dad. Was like, you know what, these boys are not in a good situation, and potentially can go down the wrong road.
Right.
And my mom and dad was going through some things within themselves. So at least he had enough sense to say, you know what, let me remove my boys from this.
Right.
You come to North Carolina, and you get an opportunity, you get a chance. We didn't like it. I was like, what?
Right.
Coming down here, dirt roads, dark as hell at night, and it's. I'm looking for a street light.
You ain't got none of
no street light on Lovers Lane, baby.
You see the bad
nobody mom could catch. Boy, pick your trash down there and get in the house.
Yes,
but I came into a situation that I didn't want and I didn't like, but turned out to be the best situation for my life, now. So that's why I say, man, I had the best of both worlds, man. I had an opportunity to see, street lights and crack and all that stuff on the street and people getting high and, people ripping and running, but to come down here to be like, oh, everybody up at 8:00, and uncles and grandfather and aunts telling you, nah, we don't do that down here.
Right.
So I love it. I don't even say I'm from New Jersey no more. I'm from Rich Square.
Yeah.
And I mean that.
I mean, you've been from Rich Square forever.
Forever.
Yeah. Since 1990, right?
That's right. So, man,
I mean, we probably didn't view Rich Square the same because we were from there.
So we from New Jersey as well.
From New Jersey. So, I feel what he was saying as far as you see the difference between the two worlds, and we have two mental. Like I like to tell people that I have a northern mentality, but I was country hospitality. So I'm not in the sense of, in some ways, I can think outside the box, or I can go with the norm if I need to.
Right.
Like with Rich Square, it was a village who raised me.
Yes.
Yeah. And We don't do that now.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
There's no village helping, because that was another topic that we talked about, where it wasn't just your parents.
Mm-hmm.
Your parents also had their aunts. They also
Their
had
brothers,
their brothers, their sisters,
Right.
and you picked up on all of that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And you absorbed all of that, and it all molded you to be who you are
Yeah.
today.
Right.
Kids today, they don't have that structure. I mean, like, you can go to church and somebody fighting in the middle of the sanctuary at church.
Yeah, that ain't.
That ain't never happened.
seen that.
We never seen that. Like,
Mr. Fred with a body slam somebody.
Yeah. we used to go on church trips.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like, hey,
Right.
get back to the bus at this time, or this bus is gonna leave.
Right. And you knew you better be
And
back
you
at the
need to be
bus.
back at the
Remember
bus
that?
at
Mr.
time.
Fred be like, I'll leave you. I will leave you right
We
here in
almost got
Virginia.
left
Yeah, we almost got left. Yeah, we did almost
King
got
to me, remember that?
Two twins,
Yeah.
boy.
Yeah, we almost got left that
Be quiet, nigga. What's the old twins? Okay.
You know, now that I think about it,
But-
Kurt, you probably got me in plenty of trouble in my life.
Nah, dude. You got me in trouble.
Nah, I used to ride with you to church. Remember that? You used to come pick me up,
Yeah.
take me to church.
Yeah.
And then you say, when the preacher start taking up offering, we gonna get up, walk out.
Yeah, I did.
Why you do that, man?
Hey, bro. I ain't know, man.
Kurt always been tight.
Tight, man. He didn't want to put no money in the church,
because he
man.
want to take that money to the store.
Right.
After church, we would always go
Right.
back to the Red Apple.
Give me a
Yeah,
hot
And
dog
right.
and
get,
a
get
jungle,
whatever we wanted before
Right.
we went home.
and a jungle juice.
Mhm.
Now, lady.
Until that one day my mama said to church, and Tim and Kurt, you're not leaving.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God. She's like,
Go by, like TJ said, like, it was a village because, like, if Queen see me doing something, she call her mama.
Yeah.
Right,
If Queen see you doing something, she call her
Oh,
Doc.
yeah. Yes.
right,
Everybody call her Sylvia, Aunt Bert.
Yes.
right.
Yes.
So we can get away with nothing. I
Nothing,
mean,
man.
they see us doing something wrong.
But we also stayed on the street at a time where
Yeah.
nobody locked their door.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
And like, that's the thing about our generation. We seen it go from a quote unquote, I guess, the Leave It to Beaver
Mm-hmm.
type environment.
Pleasantville.
Pleasantville. If his aunt was cooking, I can go over his
Yes,
house
sir.
and eat. If our aunt was cooking, he can come over
Yes,
here,
Right.
or vice versa.
Right.
But now, to everybody's houses is totally locked down. Everybody's got security systems.
Right.
Everybody's got
Ring
ring cameras.
Yeah.
All that to you didn't worry about who you lived around.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
To what we got now.
And they show you how times have changed.
Mhm.
But if you got to think about it this way too, the people that we were surrounded by were also family.
That is correct. We was always around family.
You know, because you think about my situation, even you look back at it now, Uncle Uzi house, Mama house, Grandma house, Uncle Barbara house.
Right there together.
Right. So it's, we were surrounded by family and
Right.
the community thing. Like I was a community raised kid too. I wake up on Saturday morning, I should be taking it easy, like my kids tried to do when they were growing up. I got to cut all them yards.
Yeah.
And I just missed-
everybody are.
And then when I finished, Uncle Uzi, Uncle Dude, who didn't live around there, but he bringing his truck around there, boy, watch how I call.
Right.
So I had a full-time job on Saturday morning before
Yeah.
full-time. I didn't even know what a full-time job
Right.
was
And all that was done before 2:00.
before 2:00.
You
Folks,
see what I'm
because
saying?
they got extra hot.
Kids
Right.
sleeping all day now, man.
Yeah.
Sleep all day.
Don't want to cut no grass. Give them a lawnmower, see what they do.
Mm.
Cut like an X-Man, some of them. Y'all,
Not even
hey,
that.
go straight, man.
Right.
I asked the freshman in college the other day. I said, "Hey man, you ever watched the car before?" The man said, "Nah." A freshman in college, man.
See?
But like now, I feel like mothers are raising boys to be somebody that they wouldn't even want to date or marry.
Man, what
Right.
you talking about?
Right.
I always say that. Listen, I told a young lady years ago, I said, listen, you raising someone that you're going to hate later.
Right.
And she didn't believe what I said until it came to pass. She was like, yo, you were right.
Right.
I can't stand him. She love him, but she can't stand his ways, man.
Yeah, they create these monsters,
Yeah.
then they don't know how to.
I mean,
when they get older, monsters.
You think about it, like at what age were your parents married?
19 and 23.
19 and 23. I just asked a freshman in college if he knew how to wash a car. He 19. What if he married a woman at 19?
Right.
He don't even know how to take care of his old lady's
You
car.
know how to take care of it. No.
He never cut no grass. I asked another one in high school, mother car battery died. I said, listen, man, I'm I'm gonna give you the jumper cables. You gonna jump your car.
They know how to.
He looked at me like, coach, I don't.
So I just showed man the other day how to change the tire. I said, boy, you gotta learn stuff like this. Girl.
But you showed it.
Yeah, I showed
You
it.
showed
I showed it.
Little stuff, man.
And we can say that, men might not have been in the household or whatever, but I think now in a circle of life, women have enough men around them that they can either ask for a favor or know one of their friends in their circle that will show their kid how to do something.
Well, it depends on the men in their circle, though.
And it depends on the woman too.
You got a woman who does. She might have one or two guys who come through in and out dating over the time, but if she's dating the street dude or the dope dealer cat or somebody who plays PlayStation all day long.
Right.
What values is he sharing with her kid?
He ain't really got them
He ain't really got
no.
no values. He ain't
Right.
sharing. He ain't getting no value.
Right.
Versus we came through the men that we was around work. Or they either worked the farm, or they went and drove trucks, or they went and did, like, they taught us yard work. They taught us, okay, well, this is the normal what we supposed to do. So I'm the man, so I go out and I work and I come home and I cut the grass and then I wash the car and then I do everything outside, but then the woman does everything inside.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
That dynamic has changed for everybody.
Oh yeah.
Right.
And so you come home now, outside might be smelling like outside smelling like inside. Ain't nothing cooked for you.
Right.
You done did 12 hours, 14 hours, but you saw coming up that whoever you was around you got that treatment, and you like, well, where's my treatment like that? What's going on with me?
That's why I say I'm glad I married a woman from Rich Square. This chick will get mad if I go in and wash clothes. She tells me, just like you said, the stuff on the outside, you take care of. On the inside, let me do it. And sometimes I'll get home and I'll be like, I might want to wear this tomorrow. And she's working. She's doing something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to help her out. Man, that chick lips will be poked out. Like, you trying to tell me you don't need me?
Oh
yeah.
And I'm like, nah. I just figured I'd help you out because I want to wear this tomorrow. I got clean clothes, but I want to wear this tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say she don't trust you washing the clothes.
She probably don't do that either. You know what I'm saying? Because I ain't going to do it like she do.
Right.
You know, she be like, nah.
And the whole mentality of that is like our parents and stuff, they cook for the men in the house, like the fathers or whatever, the uncles or whatever. Now, you eat these shit, they're like, oh, this is some bologna or something, with some bread or some cheese or something like that. They want to make a sandwich or something, You don't get that no more.
Yeah.
My mom still cooks for my dad every day, except for on Saturday.
I can't even complain, dog.
And
Look,
everything.
I went to my grandmother's house a couple of days ago, and I tuned up her truck for her. Before I was finished with the job, she came outside and said, "Oh, I'm fixing hamburgers and French fries for lunch. Is that cool with y'all?" I was like, "Cool."
Yeah.
Right.
Because you thought enough of me to fix something while I was doing something over here.
It showed appreciation.
That showed appreciation.
Mm-hmm.
You don't always get that now.
Nah, you don't.
As much as my wife get on my nerves, man, I can say I don't have that problem.
Right.
Monday, Tuesday.
And you like it. You want to
Me neither. I'm blessed.
Thursday night I might be a little mad because we eat some damn sausages and hot dogs, but
even that's good.
it's still.
I don't care what it is, as long as you cook.
Right,
I ain't tripping.
Yeah, I mean, it could be manwich. You know what I mean?
Did you say man?
That's good. That's smack.
Negro ain't man
That's
since
smack.
1990, man.
That's a laugh. I used to eat man.
You said these slave niggas eat man with
I eat man.
right now?
Man,
Hey, brother, you grew up in Creasy off of Sloppy Joe.
I know what I'm just saying, but y'all niggas ain't graduated yet, man.
It's still good.
different now.
Tastes different.
I haven't had it, so maybe that's
Oh, my
why.
wife put them green peppers in there.
Well, I put
You can do it from scratch. You ain't got to use the can, but you can do it from scratch.
I put brown sugar, man.
You making a syrup sandwich or something?
Oh, brown sugar ain't as sweet as white sugar. It tastes good too.
He trying to eat baked beans as sandwich.
That's
Baked beans as sandwich, man.
But those are the meals we grew up on, though. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
we grew up
like we had the Vienna sausages, all the meat.
Spiders meat.
that's a survival kit.
Don't bring me no pot of meat now.
You know,
Nobody in the sun don't bring
don't
no
bring none of that
red
to
meat.
That's
You eat man with you.
Spam.
Vitamins.
What is spam?
Don't bring me no spam.
I don't
No
know.
Viagra,
Wait a minute.
I don't
no
care what.
vitamin.
I just cooked me a spam
Wait a
sandwich
minute.
not too long ago, bro.
Wait a minute.
I would try spam.
You eat man with you won't eat spam?
I ain't finna do it.
Man, you
I
better
had
go ahead,
spam.
man. Spam
Fried
with
it.
some fried spam,
yeah.
please.
Fried
Now,
put
I
that
still
on
eat
some
bologna
bread.
now. I will boil my bologna.
You might eat.
You might
You do
eat
what?
spam then.
Wait a minute.
I boil my
You
bologna.
boil your
But
bologna?
you gotta boil all the salt out of it.
Yeah. Boil my bologna.
Oh, okay.
It tastes good too,
Mm.
dog. Like
Okay,
the kids,
man.
it be busting. It be
I
busting.
even cooked me a red hot egg and cheese sandwich the other night.
Okay, I can
So-
see that.
A red hot.
A red hot?
Red hot,
Son,
the sausage. Yeah,
I
the
kill
sausage.
them. I still kill them now.
Yeah.
Roger Woods, baby.
Cut them in half, slice them down the middle, throw that thing on
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
Yes,
That
sir.
thing was so good,
Good all
man.
day, baby.
Yes,
Roger
sir.
Woods. You got to get that Roger Woods.
Oh,
Some mustard and some no bun, white bread.
White bread.
Yeah, we didn't have that bun thing. You
No.
think my dad go out and get some buns? Boy, you got a whole roll of bread over there.
Yes, sir.
The whole roll of bread over there.
Hey, speaking of your dad,
Yes, Lord.
you remember we tried to go out?
What?
Like, before we get over your house, we already know that you could ask
Dog.
your ask your daddy for some money. We was
Take
going
30 minutes.
We gotta go to Kirk's
First of all,
house
it take
early.
him 30 minutes to get the nerve to ask.
Yeah. So don't. If we gotta be somewhere at 8 o'clock, we gotta go to Kirk's house. At
Yeah.
6.
Right. Right.
Kurt be like, Dad, I get $20. Huh?
Yes, sir. And never break your eyes from the TV.
Dad. Kurt, Dad, like this. He never looking crazy. We need money for.
Yes, sir.
I'm like, this is a bull, man. Come on, man. We're trying to get the run of graphics, man. What are you
I
doing?
used to be cracking up. I used to sit there and just be quiet, man. He gonna get it in a minute.
Yeah, a minute.
Kurt knew he was going. Why you
But why-
ask the man money on
Why you
Thursday?
ask for $20 though? He ain't never spent but $3.
Yes.
That is correct.
And we be like, yo, we go to a Chinese restaurant. Well, I'm gonna be over here at McDonald's.
But now here's the thing, though. Kirk would go in and he would get something, and let's say it came up to $3.35.
He gonna borrow the
He
35
gonna buy
cents
a 35-cent from you,
and got a 20 in
and
his
then what he
pocket.
always gonna say, "Man, I want to break my dollar."
All
man."
right.
Right.
I'm like, huh?
Yo, this
guy.
cat, we was at the club one night. And this, we ain't supposed to be at the club. You know, my mom and his mom.
Yeah,
we
Tim
together.
was bad influence. with
No,
the
don't
food.
even try.
Mm.
You know, you know how strict they are already.
Mm.
So I'm like, Kurt, we going in. Kurt like, yeah. I went in first. I heard a DJ say, Tim Lewis, come to the door. You know what I'm thinking?
I think mom, like,
My mama, somebody called my mama.
yeah.
And told her about here in the club. I get to the door. This fool say, that bought $6 so I get in.
Yes.
Now I was with him that 30 minutes and took him and asked his daddy for the 20. So I know he got the money. I
Yeah,
still
at least
gave him
he ain't
$6.
At
wanna-
least $12.
He ain't
man.
want to break his 20.
Right.
'Cause I'm like, yo, why you hoe? Okay, man, come on.
Yo, that
Them some days, man.
That was the days,
Yeah.
man. I'm just happy that, a lot of people who were friends all those years back growing up, they're not friends now, man. Like
Nope.
they've gone their other ways, not talking to each other, and they start hitting different ventures in life, and but all you guys are real successful, and we still thinking Steve's.
Yeah. There we are.
You got a barbershop, 2 barbershop. You taking pictures. I don't discuss what kind of pictures, but I like them. TJ doing the audio and sound and install and design and all that stuff.
Mhm.
Everybody's doing their thing, and we still.
And you, let's talk about this podcast, man. Good idea, man. Good job,
I
man.
mean-
Good job, man.
I mean,
Tell
man,
me
I
about
just-
this, man.
I just think I look at Shannon Sharp, and I love the guy.
Mm-hmm.
I love a lot of the stuff that he do, and I look at Gilly and them boys. I love all the stuff that they do, but I think a lot of times people tune into famous people
Mhm.
because they're famous and forget who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
And I see people like us as the real people that need to be giving these lessons and teaching people, different things to do.
Yeah.
Now the crazy thing about it is tits and ass get you clicks and likes.
Yes.
But to hear real stories like we talk about, people don't really want to hear. They want to hear all the other stuff. But I
Right.
still think it's a purposeful thing to do. With YouTube and other social medias now, it gives everybody a voice.
Right.
Yeah.
I know how I grew up. I know I got a story. I know how you grew up. I know you got a story. And there's other kids in our communities that's probably struggling with stuff. And, you know, they're going to have a story one day too. So, you know, part of my purpose for this, other than having a good time doing it, is so they can look and see, like, these people came from a place where I was or where I am, you know, and I want to aspire to be better than them.
Right.
You know, at the same time, these people that some people might look up to us, I don't know if they do or not.
Right.
You know, but they look and they see and they hear me say, Kev, I remember when you called me when you first moved to Raleigh and I was in Greensboro. You said you ain't had no money to get you no food.
Right.
And I said, shit, I'm in the car on the way, Doc.
That's right.
You ain't got to worry about
That's
that.
right.
Yeah.
You know, but they
That's
think when they're going through those things, they're the only ones going through it.
Mhm.
Nah, it ain't. We've been through that.
That's right.
You know, so it's a fight, and you know, I think part of, you know, me is to let people know, you know, that you ain't in the world by yourself doing the
That's
things
true.
that you're saying. You
That's
know, I've heard people say, you know, they want to kill themselves and shoot themselves when they going through different stuff, and they look no different than me and you.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? So
That's right. So I never look down on anyone unless I'm giving them a hand to get up.
right,
You know, but life is real, man,
it
and
is.
you know, all the things we may have accomplished in our lives, you know, we all come from a foundation
Right.
and good stock.
Mhm.
You know, life, you got choices, consequences.
Right.
But one thing about life that God gives us every day is a choice and a chance.
Mm-hmm.
So you got a chance to do something different. You have a choice.
Mm-hmm.
You do good or bad. So, you know, a lot of people, like you spoke on earlier, who may not be here, or, you know, a lot of people we lost,
Right.
you
along
know,
the way.
different things and different walks of life. But, you know, at the end of the day, they had a choice. They had a chance.
Right.
You know, so, you know, when I tell young people, man, you know, choose wisely, man, because it's different.
Yeah.
The game we played is different now, man.
Yeah.
It is, man.
These kids are getting on drugs earlier.
They fighting in
and
the
this stuff
streets.
taking them out of here, man.
Yeah. Fighting in the
And not
streets,
to-
killing the
Not
streets.
to say we wasn't lucky, man, because I was lucky a lot of times.
Of
in my
course
life.
we
You
were.
know, we all was.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a cousin get shot in the foot standing right next to me. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just home visiting. You know, I had a very close friend get shot in the back, breaking up a fight in the
Exactly.
same club I was at, just left him.
We just left. That's right.
You know, so
That's right.
part of this is to, you know, let people know, hey man, everything ain't for you.
Yeah.
That's
You
right.
can't be for everything.
That's right.
You know, like you say, everybody get a choice and a chance.
Mhm.
Right, but some people don't want to make a choice because they don't want to take a chance.
That's right.
You know, but sometimes
right.
you got to do it. You got to
That's
take
right.
a chance.
That's right. You have to.
You know,
You have to, man.
it's kind of like when your homeboy take you to a girl's house in Ronald Rapids when you like 16. and
Samuel yourself, Kevin.
Kevin. No.
and they was some cute little breezes until they mom and dad ran in the back door and chased y'all out the front door. She said, "You remember that?"
I vaguely remember
Yeah.
that, but I don't think that was me. I think that was him.
Y'all boys got some old
Yeah, I think that was
stories.
him.
Man,
Yeah.
Now,
yeah.
I seen y'all run out the house like Kid and Play on house party. I run y'all to the road.
You know, I was an athlete back then. My man, they was at the back door, right? Girl, she was like, my parents at the back door. So we was like, we gonna bust out, we go on the front door now then. Pops done made it on the porch. I was passing so fast.
Yeah.
Go. They were like, wait a minute. I ain't waiting. I ain't waiting.
Ghost. That
I
was
ain't
a ghost.
go.
I ain't waiting.
You ain't gonna see nothing but the back of my
Yes, sir. I don't care if your daughters did invite us over here, man. I'm gone.
But then again, look at all those risky times, man. That was a risk we took, man.
It was, man. It was.
You know.
But see, back then, people won't quit to shoot and stuff like that. Now they will like try to fight you.
But they put them hands on
They
you.
put your
Yeah.
hands on you. They
They
would've
put the
hands
balls
on
on
you.
you, Kurt.
Yeah,
But
but
they don't
You
gotta
know,
try
you
to
couldn't
shoot
take
the
no
kid.
real punch,
Yeah.
Kurt. You know.
But today they'll shoot first and say he was trying to rob or
Right.
something
Yeah.
like that
Right.
versus anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, but nowadays the kid probably went in and ran, or he probably pulled his pistol out too.
Yeah.
But at least we had enough respect to say, hey, we in the wrong.
Yeah, we
Let me try to get out of here the best way I can.
I know I'm in your house and I'm in the wrong.
I'm in the wrong.
I'm out of here.
You know the pretty and everything, and I want to stay, but I gotta go. Gotta go, man.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, like I know we've been talking a lot about, you know, where we come from, you know, and I think that's important, man, because, you know, every year it seems like we lose someone, either from the town, from the county, you know, family, you know, man. That's why it's good to you thinking about somebody, man, call them,
right?
Reach out to them, man, you know. And I want to get to the day where family, you get back to the way it used to be, you know, because at the end of the day, you know, all you got is your family, man. So, you know,
man.
But you know,
it's sad.
A lot of that is the people who held the family together that passed on.
That's true.
Right.
The big mamas.
So you had the family pillars.
They held everything together.
So you had the family pillars, and then nobody came back in to replace that pillar that got lost.
Right. I agree.
So that's what happened. So everybody used to congregate around your grandmother.
Right.
Or everybody used to congregate around Aunt Tavy's house. Or everybody used to congregate around my Aunt Bird house or Aunt Lou house. Aunt Lou house was actually for all of them.
Yeah.
Everybody congregated around her house. And then once they left, it was like, well, what do we do now? Yeah, we got our own individual families. But what about the core family?
Everybody,
everybody in their own little cliques.
I'm gonna be honest, man. We were talking about this earlier. We've read about this several times, man. But since my grandma passed, I don't even feel like I really got a home to go to that I belong, because that's how much she meant to me.
Yeah.
You know, so when we talk about pillars, I imagine that other people are feeling the same way too. You know, like, you know, they don't have really a home space, and the home space is probably really the feeling that you get when you go back there. So you don't really get those feelings no more because those people aren't there. So if I'm feeling like that, it's probably other members of the family feeling like that too.
Yeah.
Now, how do we get past it? How do we create, you know, atmosphere for that?
Yeah.
You know, like we doing a 4th of July family and friends celebration that weekend of the 4th of July this year to kind of try and build, you know, that stuff back, man. But, you know, you not coming.
No,
you not coming.
Yeah,
you not coming. But wait a minute. Let me paint this point. You not coming. You not coming. You not coming. But my grandma was still alive. All three of y'all would be there.
Exactly.
Right. But see, I'm not coming because I have another family reunion that I have to go to at the exact same time.
Right.
So
see, that excludes you.
Right. Life pulls you in a different direction sometimes.
Right.
But it's not that I wouldn't be there if I was here. I would be there.
Right.
You know.
And certain people make you
want to be in
I'm
a certain place.
Right.
You know, that's how that goes.
Right. And that's no knock on any of my family that's still living risk way. I'm talking about a personal feeling that I had.
Right. And you know, that.
Right. Now, some people are going to view that and say, well, why does he feel like this? And they're going to try to put that person against that person. And I think that's pretty screwed up, too. When we're talking about a personal feeling that I have, because, you know, she was my rock. Right. You know, everybody know that knew me, like, that's my rock. You know, my mother could be like, I'm going somewhere, you want to go? Nah, I'm going to stay here with Granny. I'm cool. Don't even worry about me. You know, but I imagine other people feel like that stuff.
Because, you know, when my grandma died, you know, just like a part of my heart just left, you know, just like, man. You know, but she was the one I could talk to, but I couldn't talk to mom or dad. You know, I could talk to grandma. Grandma get to you straight, but she was doing it in a nice way. But, you know, I just missed that, man. You know, then like Aunt Lou, she was a big influence. Aunt Bert, you know, like I said, when all them passed away, like TJ said, you don't have the people come in and refill. You know, it got to be that pillar to bring the family back together. Cause
that's right.
The family would divide.
Right, but it was a pillar that crossed the family lines because you had Aunt Lou brought the Phillips, the Smiths, the Devereaux.
Everybody together.
They came to that house.
Right.
But now, each one of those families have their own pillar.
Right.
But
and they do their own thing, kind of sort of.
They do their own thing, kind of sort of.
Right.
So it's like, but because it could be. I can remember times at the 4th of July, when Rich Square used to have fireworks.
Oh man,
We would
man.
we all congregate at our bowler house on the school lane.
Yep.
And hopping all in the back of the trucks. We hop. Kurt Dad kept a fresh Chevrolet pickup truck. We'd be back in the pickup truck. And we all ride uptown, and the whole town would be there.
The whole town
To watch the fireworks.
Right.
Yeah.
And they stopped doing it.
Right.
Because it got too expensive. They ain't stopped paying. They ain't stopped the taxes.
And they're not gonna stop the tax.
The taxes are still in. So why can't they have the fireworks? Oh, that's right. They put the new fire department took over the field where it used to be at. But you could have a whole nother field to go to.
Yeah, because all those fields behind the what used to be the elementary school, nothing's going on.
Oh,
back
man.
there.
Yeah, nothing's going on back there.
So
And then what was the farm that used to have a little festival that used to go on
Bryantown Road?
on Bryantown Road? Was it Bryantown Road or was it
Yeah, it
on
was on-
158? It was
two of them.
It was a
because
horse farm that we used to go to.
I know one where
Set
they had
up
in
in
Woodland
Woodland.
called a Big Shrimp Fest. They had that before.
Not in Woodland. It was a spot that we went to in Rich Square because you had something over in Muffinsboro that we used to go to. There's a Shrimp Fest in Woodland, but then there was something that happened.
That was on Bryantown
That
Road.
was
That
on
was back
Bryantown
then,
Road?
like that big old barn,
Yeah, it had a big
like
old
going down by
barn,
the
big old
Daniel
field,
Nealon
yeah,
house,
yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And
What
it
was that
What was the
festival?
call, man? It was.
I ain't never get to go to that.
You did?
I ain't never heard. It's
You
my
never-
first time.
Yeah, there
hearing
was a
about
festival
Man,
that they
it
used
was
to put on back
huge,
And I know
then.
why it's my first time hearing it, but y'all know who my mama is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she kept getting house.
Yeah, so she was
Yeah.
strict, baby.
Okay, like
Matter
nah.
of fact, I remember several nights y'all went out and wouldn't come get me. Because y'all didn't want to come home
because
early.
she was staying at the porch with the stick.
Yes,
better
sir.
to go
I
over
mean,
there.
I got hit with that stick.
I'm not,
Hey,
not getting,
the boys
I'm not
say-
getting hit with that stick.
Boy
brother.
said you
And
gotta
it
be
won't-
home too
It
early.
won't no small stick.
Nah,
She
that
had a
joint's
whole
like
I was
that.
bamboo, brother.
Yeah,
bamboo.
yeah.
Yeah, nah, we ain't been doing
They
that.
say, nah, you gotta be home too early.
Yeah, remember when Junior Mafia came?
Yeah.
Pleasant Hill.
Yeah, we went to Pleasant Hill.
We up there trying to get in the spot. We get in the spot.
Yeah.
Tim like, yo, I gotta get home.
I got one.
I think me and Tim don't want to have curfew. Y'all two
Dog.
guys, y'all had it made.
Matter of fact, y'all stayed that night.
Yeah.
Y'all stayed. That's how your homies do. I said, yo, I gotta go home. And they was like, nah, man.
We
like,
all jumped in the car with Kurt.
No.
You
We got you back.
Nah, I rode back with a Daniel.
I thought we rode in your car though. to go up there.
Nah, I rode back with a Daniel, dog.
Wait a minute. You talking about the time when because I remember the time when he
You
wouldn't
talking
let the
about time
guy.
we wouldn't let the guy frisk
He wouldn't let the
me.
guy
Right,
frisk me.
right.
He was
That
like,
was that
nah,
time.
I'm
That
letting you
Mafia
do it.
was there.
Right.
That was Junior Mafia.
Yeah, I didn't drive. I rode back with a Daniel that night, dog. My boys was like, nah, you can get your ass in trouble tonight. I was like, nah.
We
I'm
was
going
out.
back. I'm going back.
And you wait till we go to the
You
club.
wait
Come
till
on,
we got to the
Yo,
door
man.
and told us that we had to go back. I got to go back.
First
home.
of all, we were supposed to go to Ronald Rapids, and we did that.
We did. We were
Right.
paying for Corona Rapids and went.
We got around. We was in Ronald Rapids, and then y'all said, "Oh, well, let's go to Pleasant Hill to the club." In my mind, I said, "Oh no,
You know I had to go because I thought Biggie was gonna be there,
right,
and it was Junior Mafia. They got
right." I said, "Oh man, I gotta get
That
home."
was that was a Ray Ramsey event, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And my man LaDaniel say, "I gotta get home too." My man, let's go right now. I'm with you.
You know,
He was late because he gonna take you to Rich Square. He had to come over back to Bryantown.
He was on Bryantown. Well, he was on Bryantown.
Man, that's a
That's
hump.
about 15 minutes.
That won't do bad.
Yeah, he took me on, dropped me off, and came on back.
Now,
Daddy had a toothpick in his mouth. He probably wouldn't bother him too much.
I don't think Queen was as worse as Mom. I ain't come home on a certain time. She out in the streets looking for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't never push it, girl. I ain't no
I
push it,
got in trouble plenty of time messing with these 2 Lover Lane guys.
Wait a minute.
They had
Wait a minute.
influence on me.
Wait a minute.
Speaking of these 2 Lovers Lane guys, you remember the car you had before you had a car of your own?
Yeah.
How you used to get the car?
I don't know if we want to go home about
We used to do something and something happened and we'll be driving.
Oh, no, you gotta spill the beans. Nah,
We stole the car.
you stole the car. Who car you steal?
Rode the car down the driveway.
You stole your aunt's car.
That's right.
Rode the car down the driveway.
Whatever it is.
Deep in
And
church now.
And he was my accomplice.
I was
Hey,
an
look,
accomplice.
hey, look, church deacon steal a car.
Yeah, man.
But look.
I'm not in church.
But why did
He was us.
see this is the
Close
difference? No, I was just an usher.
Yeah.
But it's the difference between
I don't
us
care
and
what
them.
it
We steal a car, and what we would go steal a car to go do?
With Runner Rabbit.
Go to Rotor Rapids just to go to the Waffle House. Just to eat. We didn't go out to go, well, let me go see who I can rob or who I can do this, that, and
Right.
that.
No license.
Right.
No license. We just
Me and
wanted
this
to go
joker
get something
driver.
to eat.
Kurt, the two New Jersey boys.
Yeah.
Bad for him.
Right.
And we would have that car, we would get it back, and we'd leave the little brick right there by the tire.
Right where the Sophie Park.
Back that thing up, just back And I never find out, but Rachel, I know she saw.
She sitting at that window.
She was sitting there with.
I saw you taking that car.
She sitting at that window.
What? I'm like, nah, you see stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I saw you, Captain. I don't know if she told or not,
She
but
sitting at that window, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I came down there to fight somebody that was messing my sister one time, man. Got back home, mama said, "You were down there cussing like a sailor, huh?"
Mhm.
I said, "No, ma'am. That's a lie. Rachel seen you out the window."
Boy, Rachel
I
catch
said,
everything.
Man.
Rachel was like our Pearl from the TV
227.
show.
You better believe
227.
it.
She would be at that window
Yep.
24 hours a day.
You can count on
You
that.
can count on it. Between only time she wasn't paying attention to you is between 12 and 3.
What was
Yeah.
stories? What
The
was on?
stories was
Yeah.
on.
The stories was on.
You could get away with murder and
Yes, sir.
on the block between
Yep.
12 and 3.
And I mean, that just goes to further know, man, like how much of a village it was, man.
yeah.
Because we talking about 2-3 houses down,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in area 4 houses, 5 houses,
Right.
6, 7. Man, everybody from the stop sign to the woods was family.
Exactly.
You know, that's a good 10 houses.
That's easy, man.
Easily 10 houses.
I mean, from my grandmother's house to my uncle's house, like
Yeah.
all the way down. Then
Yeah.
you go through the railroad track, then it's your house.
Right.
On the other,
You know, it's
yeah.
crazy because see now Rachel, that's my aunt, man. Let me tell you something. That woman was stronger than the average man.
Yeah.
She taught us how to chop
her own
wood.
wood.
As she cuss you out,
Short.
let me show you. I said, oh God.
Hand stand back. Wow, and that's how you do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
wait a minute.
Yeah, we can get off the bus and we see a pile of wood in the
You
yard. I
got to go
said,
get it.
oh my God.
Mhm.
Kevin! So,
Chop all that wood for free.
yes, sir.
Right.
And stack it.
But like you say, you ain't had to worry about nothing. If you had to be hungry, you had
That's
to go
right.
over there and eat
You ain't have to
everybody.
worry about no
You know,
food.
it was neighborhood kids.
Yeah.
You couldn't say no, and your parents were gonna let you say no.
Correct.
You say, "Mom, Grandma Rachel tried to get me to do this," and she said, "You better have done it."
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
That's just how it was.
Wait a
man.
minute.
It's the morals.
Now,
That's what I'm talking about. That part about Rich Square. That's like, you know, we can only talk about Rich Square because that's where we're from.
Right.
And that's the part that kept us, man. Like, we may have did what we did, but when them people said something to you,
You did.
You
listen,
did.
you
Right.
did, yeah.
Man, I stole my sister car one time, man. She had just bought her brand new Geostorm. She was working night shift, so she was in the B. I just want to go uptown to the store,
Mhm.
you know. So I stole the car. I ain't steal it. I got the keys. They got it in the
I
left.
just borrowed it.
Yeah. Man. And I went to the store. That wasn't enough for me. I'm gonna go on the school lane. I was already at the store. I should just turn around and went back home.
Right back home. You did fine.
Man, I was coming around that little curve right there by Carlos in the house school lane. And Donald Miller was coming around on the former home gas truck and hit the front bumper of the car. I hit him, and I was so scared. And I got out, and the first thing he said to me, "Oh, Queen Keys gonna whoop your ass." Nothing else, you know.
He
I
already knew your mom and your sister.
Right.
He knew. He was like,
Right.
hey, you better get in trouble.
Yeah.
Right, dog. So I was like, man, I looked at it, and he was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. Go and get some gas and wipe it off." And I did that, and my sister ain't never known from that nigga.
Because he ain't never tell.
He ain't never told
He saw you was already scared.
a man scared to death.
So y'all had it made, man. I couldn't do that, man. Mom and dad antennas were always up.
But Kurt, you had
Girl,
4
you
cars.
couldn't wreck no car,
You
man.
had
That
to steal
damn
no car.
tank you had.
4. You had
I
4
did wreck- I
cars.
wrecked
You
your
had 4
back.
cars.
He did wreck the Chevette.
Yeah, that's why I got another Chevette. I read the first
He
year.
You heard what he said?
Got another
I got
I got
another.
another Chevette.
But it was a fix me up, Dad. Fixed up.
But you got
Your
another.
dad always did
I
that.
wrecked my car and I had to wait to get my next one on my own. And that was
Right.
3 to 4 years later after wrecking that one. You got one the very next week.
Right.
Well, he had it in the yard, man.
They was still we had one the very next week.
So Kurt,
Yeah.
you the photographer.
Yeah.
I asked you a question earlier, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said, how your old lady feel about you taking, the nice little pictures that you take?
Good question. Good question.
And you say, what you say? As long as it's for money,
her.
you don't disrespect
Yeah.
her. Right.
Because it's money, so.
Right. Now I'm a man like you, a man. Now, how you sit there and take them pictures?
A lot of discipline.
A lot of
And
discipline.
think worrying about what the other opportunity is.
You ain't got on the
Like,
cup.
On those, on the
think about
nights,
what I got to lose, pretty much.
the nights before your photo shoots, do you pray for erectile dysfunction?
Nah.
You probably just jack off.
No. I be like doing a porn take, time I jump to my leg. Yeah, so you take
But no, man.
But no, it ain't. I do it, But I was doing it for we even got married.
Right.
But I don't disrespect her in that way when I do it. I be respectful towards her. They know the situation, everything. So yeah, but it's just something money, and I like doing it.
So now my next question is, kid,
Yes, sir.
TJ,
Mm-hmm.
I already know what my old lady gonna say.
Mhm.
If y'all took pictures, like Curtis's pictures that he take, what's your old lady's gonna say?
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, mine ain't happy. Let's just keep it real. She's like, and why do you have to do these pictures?
That's your
But
profession.
if it was my profession and I was doing this, I believe she'd support it, But I can't have no new found hobby just taking pictures
Out of the blue.
Yeah.
Like you can't wake up tomorrow.
Like,
Just
I just want to take
just
pictures of
taking those
naked women
pictures
today, and I want to do it today, and I'm doing it. I think she support whatever I do, but yeah, I find that kind of hard.
Yeah.
Literally.
TJ, what's your old lady gonna say?
I probably wouldn't have too much issue with it. I mean, of course, if it was something I did every single day, but I have situations where I have to go inside the club and fix stuff. And so some of the clubs that I would go in to fix would be strip clubs. And so she's heard the stories where I would go right back into the dressing room and they just walking around butt naked. Oh, hey, Thomas, yeah, it's the speakers right over there. It needs to be fixed.
Do you pray for erectile dysfunction also before?
I focus in on the
You
speaker.
probably jack off too before you go there.
Yeah, I focus. It's a job. When it's a job in your brain, it's not the same.
Yeah.
It's not. You're not there for the enjoyment. You're there for the job. I'm gonna fix the speaker and then I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here.
So if you know Diamond from Players Club, go be at that club,
Mm-hmm.
you go say this is a job. I ain't looking at Diamond, but I go
I mean, of
back.
course you're gonna look at it.
Of course you're gonna look because you're mad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look, but at the same
Ain't gonna
time,
touch.
I can't take it home with me.
Yeah.
I mean,
How long is that job gonna take you?
How long is it gonna take me? How long is it gonna? Well, the longer, the more I get paid. So
No.
it's gonna take me.
And Diamond walking around.
If Diamond walking around and
It'll take a little while
it
off.
might take me a little while, but no. But it's all
I'm gonna
about
tell you the truth.
the focus on it, man.
If Diamond was walking around me, I'm gonna turn around and go the other way. I ain't gonna go in.
He said he
Yeah.
ain't doing it.
Yeah,
Ain't no need to put yourself under that kind of pressure.
Myself in that
Ain't
situation.
no need to put yourself in that kind of. That's the exact reason I did not go to the North Carolina A&T State University, because I know me,
That's the reason why my mom don't go to
Yeah.
A&T University.
and I knew
She
my
heard the
love.
stories. And she
I
didn't
knew
know
my
that.
love for the black women.
But you
Yes,
stayed
bro.
in the city where it was at, so it won't like you.
I mean, with you now,
I can run
you
over
was in
there.
Greensboro. So.
I can run over there.
Yeah.
Come on back.
But you were still at a college in Greensboro, so it doesn't make
It's different than walking out the door
nah.
and seeing
It
it.
ain't much difference.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know, bro. 'Cause
It
every
ain't
time I used to
no
come visit you, but there was some good visits.
There were some excellent.
Yeah.
ones.
Excellent
we used to have
business.
some excellent
All
business.
of us.
Yeah.
We had great times.
We did.
I mean, back in the day, man,
yeah.
Greensboro was
Say that again. Back in the day.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes, Lord.
but during that time, we didn't have no bills like that. We didn't have
Right.
no wives.
No kids,
no
no
kids.
nothing.
It was just
Right.
us.
When you
We
got
could get up and
dressed,
just go.
your whole house was dressed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why back in the day we used to go to Atlanta 4 times a year. 5 times.
man.
We didn't have no wives and stuff. We had money, so you know we would just get us.
So that would raise a question here, because somebody just brought this question up. You know, they're in a relationship. The young lady goes to the male and says, "I booked the trip to go to the DR. And do you want to go? Oh, I can't work. I mean, I got to work. I can't go. Well, I'm going to go by myself." So she went to the DR by herself. And the young man got mad because she went by herself. Would you get mad if your other half goes on a trip by herself and she's saying she's going to recharge her batteries?
You might need to recharge your batteries in Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
So you would get mad?
I ain't gonna say I would get mad. I'd be like, oh, so why you want to go away across the country?
Okay, so to give you a little bit more of a backstory was the person just got finished school and had a break, and it's a professional school, so getting a doctorate or whatever. So you know how the stress of going through all that. And so they had a week or two before they had to go back to school again. So they wanted to download and center themselves and take a vacation. Now, they asked the person to go with them, but the person couldn't go. But they ended up booking and they went on their own.
I mean,
But now the person got mad and say, you're thinking like a single woman and you shouldn't have went.
No, because she asked him to go first.
Correct.
So at that point, in my opinion, I think you need to put your feelings aside. Like, all right, cool, go ahead and enjoy yourself. I trust you, then go ahead and enjoy yourself.
Right.
Because if tables were returned, would you miss out on the trip?
Would you miss out on the trip because
she backed out?
Right.
I'd be like, I'm going to FaceTime you as soon as I get there.
Right. As long as you have the location of the person, you know where they're staying, you know what I'm fine with it. I'm okay. Go ahead. Go do what you. Because I'm going to do that. I'm going to go.
I'm not fine with it.
But you do it, you will go on your time.
I mean, I'm not fine for different reason though. I'm gonna say, grab one of your homegirls.
Yeah, I want you to go by. I don't want you to go by yourself.
I'm gonna be the bigger man here. If she ain't got the money, I'm just gonna pay for it because I don't want you to go over there by yourself because I know I'm gonna be worried like hell the whole time.
No, that's true.
So you're saying on the security factor because she by herself, but wasn't she by herself before she met you though?
She wasn't my responsibility then.
Mm-hmm.
She wasn't my responsibility.
Wasn't your responsibility.
That's a good point.
She wasn't my responsibility.
No,
She was by herself. Now, as we talked about as men before, it's my job to keep her safe and secure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, and if I can't go and she feel like she just gotta go, man, grab one of your homies, your sister, somebody, take them with you, even if I gotta pay for it. You know, go enjoy y'all selves. But for me to send you by yourself, I feel like I'm setting you up for failure. Although, like you say, she did it when she was by herself or whatever. But I just feel like I'm setting her up for failure because if something happens and nobody's there to kind of look out and help protect her, then I'm gonna feel bad as hell.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, my baby was over there, man.
Right. If she's not covered now, you know. And if they're gonna travel out of the country, I prefer you to have somebody with you.
Yeah.
I know I spoke earlier. I wouldn't stop you from going,
right?
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to be arguing because you think I'm stopping you from going.
You stop me from going.
But I like your point. Like, hey, why don't you take one of your girlfriends with you? But if you tell me no, I don't want to take my.
So it's not even that. It's nobody else could go. So none of my other friends could go.
Somebody can go if you say it's free.
If you're saying it's free, of course. Yeah, if it's free, you'll find somebody to go with you. But it happens. Like, okay, we got a good friend, LaDaniel. LaDaniel will travel anywhere by himself and does not wait for nobody to go anywhere.
Yeah.
Why is it okay for a man to do it, but a woman can't do it? And you saying, well, because she's in a relationship with me and I'm her protector, she can't make moves anymore.
That's what I'm saying.
Go off and on.
That's what I'm saying. She can't go to the Dominican Republic by herself. She might go down to Myrtle Beach or Charlotte and get her a nighttime stay or something like that. But I'm not sending her to the place where I know they
And
can't.
you know, countries like that.
So they don't want you to go by yourself to the Dominican Republic.
Well, they don't want me to go by myself for other reasons. They think I'm gonna smash something down there.
But they don't want you to go to. They don't want you to go to Murfreesboro by
You
yourself.
don't think nobody want to be trying to smash your lady either.
But I'm just saying, but that's true too. But this is today's
Marcus St. Nick riding around with his
right.
joint.
But this is today's social media desire. It's like if a person wants to go off and be by themselves, so they're going off to do something freaky. They're going off. That's not always been the case with me. Like with me, like when I used to go to bike week with the fellas with y'all, those 4 days was more vacation,
Right.
For my mind, for me,
Mm-hmm.
mental vacation.
Right.
I didn't have to be around nobody else.
Right.
Like matter of fact, the last time I went, I was by myself.
Yeah, you by yourself.
You know what I mean? So for it to be different from a woman's perspective, to think, well, she's going down there, and yeah, a single woman go down there, and one of the guys down there see her, he might say, oh, it's a good opportunity for me to get a green card or try to hook up and do it that way. But she says, no, I'm in a relationship, man. I'm good. I'm all right. I'm just down here vacationing. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
That's
I
what
mean, I would trust my lady to go by herself. I just don't like her being out there because I'm the take care of factor. But it's funny you bring up Myrtle Beach. I asked my old lady to stop taking her motorcycle to Myrtle Beach. I didn't care if she went to Myrtle Beach, but I said, hey, stop taking her motorcycle.
Because there's a responsibility if something happening to her on the bike, you have to take care of it.
Right. And, I might be off somewhere having some drinks, incoherent with the guys, can't get to her.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a better chance for her to be safe if she's down there without a motorcycle.
Right.
To me. So for me, it's all about the care.
She don't ride a motorcycle, no way.
And she was cool
Right.
with it.
Right.
She was cool with it.
No, she kind of fussed about it, but I don't
But she don't ride a motorcycle, no way. I'm just saying.
Right.
But
And that's probably more the reason why I was really concerned, because she didn't ride it enough.
Yeah.
For me to
Traffic
feel
and all this
comfortable.
stuff. Yeah.
Right. Because the traffic is extra down there. And
Right.
ain't nobody paying attention to motorcycles no more. It's a bike week and there's supposed to be more motorcycles on the road.
Nah, it don't be.
It don't mean nothing. These cars are mad because y'all going in between traffic.
Right.
Yeah.
But
Well, I think from my point of view, I'm like you. I want her to go by herself because, the countries like that, a lot of women are preyed on, like, kidnapped and, assault and stuff like that. So I would feel safe if she was with somebody else, because, you never know in a foreign country. You don't really know nobody.
But I think y'all still getting wrapped up in foreign country. You do realize that women are getting kidnapped right down the street on New Bern Avenue at the Walmart.
What I'm saying, it's more active over
At
there.
the Walmart.
At the Walmart. Matter of fact, that Walmart on New Bern Avenue at one
They
point
always
was the highest kidnapping area in the area.
Right.
They were getting snatched up at the Walmart.
I mean,
So it's not whether they're away. Is it away because they're way out of your touch, out of your sight, to where you can't get to them? Because they can get snatched up right here. They can get snatched up right here in Rocky Mount. Like every
Rocky
day.
Mount, Murder Mount.
Yeah, my old lady works in Rocky Mount and goes there every day. The Rocky Mount is no different than the Dominican Republic right now.
Right.
So it's and she goes on there by herself. I don't. Oh man, we'll call
It's
it
on trust, though, man. Everything's on trust.
It's on trust, right?
Yeah.
So that, and like some people get wrapped up in, I think, in relationships and saying, now that I'm in a relationship, my happiness can only come through my
The other
relationship, the other person.
Yeah. I'm definitely not that way.
No.
'Cause I want you to go with them, go out there, do what you want, be happy.
Go be happy. Don't remember you was an individual before we became a unit, because that's what makes the unit actually stronger. It's two individuals coming together to create a unit.
Individual.
Don't get lost in the unit. Because a lot of people get lost.
And my lady allows me, like, tonight, she feel like we ain't just gonna podcast. She said, you with them boys, y'all gonna be doing something tonight.
But that's
right.
But we at the age now, we ain't gotta do it.
I mean,
Not
this is
doing
what
anything.
we don't want to.
Here chilling.
Kev over here by half asleep at the table anyway.
Yeah.
I mean,
He is.
he ready to go to sleep.
he is about half.
We not built like that no more, man. Between work
You're
and
tired.
family and everything, we just get worn out sometimes.
You be thinking about it all day long.
Yeah.
11, 12 o'clock, you like, oh man, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Man,
I'm like, yo, the best place now is at home. I just want to be at the crib. I don't even want to be at the club
Yeah.
because
Safe
club
space.
used to be fun, but now you got to be out of there before a certain time where they start shooting.
man.
What did Denzel Washington say? You got to go home before the devil show up.
Yeah.
If I go to the club now, I'm just going to look. I'm happy to look.
Oh, you are?
I'm happy to look.
I don't know.
What are you looking at?
What nights you go on?
What are you gonna look at, sir?
I'm
What are you looking at?
I'm looking at all the people having fun. That's
Now, I do like the people watch. I can go sit at the mall or I can go sit downtown and just sit on the bench and just watch people. Because it's a funny thing to just watch people, and you can come up with stories on what they're doing or whatever. But it's entertaining.
On Friday or Saturday night, I will wake my wife up at 12:30, 1 o'clock and say, let's drive through downtown.
Yeah, just
So I can see these drunk people stumbling
just
around.
to see stuff. Just
For real?
Yeah.
that's entertainment.
My wife probably put all that down. Butcher now. Wake up and go where? Look at who?
Man, I'm just rolled over like,
Like,
nah, that ain't happening.
Or I wake mine up and be like, yo, it's 2 o'clock in the morning. Hey, you want to go to Waffle House?
Right.
Because I grew up with this nigga.
Right.
It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Let's go to the Waffle House.
Right.
Okay, let's go.
That's what you do tonight. To do like
Just
old folks.
get up and just go to the Waffle House.
You gonna be
Kev,
sleeping.
you be sleeping on the road.
You gonna be
I will.
You probably sleep at the table at the restaurant.
But you know the good thing about this though, I'm proud of you, man.
What?
For what you're doing.
I'm proud of all y'all.
You trying to
I'm starting with you.
Okay.
Proud of you.
Thank you.
I trained you well.
I knew something was coming. I knew something was coming.
I'm proud of you.
Oh yeah.
I'm proud of you. But honestly, and I'm gonna say this, I'm proud of the men you guys have become.
Mm-hmm.
I really am. And I know y'all say the same thing for me, but I'm proud of the men. And not only the guys that are here, but a lot of brothers from our county, a lot of brothers from our hometown,
Circles.
circle. I mean, I don't want to start naming names because we'll be naming forever and we'll forget some people.
Then you can be.
But black man, I'm proud of you, you know. And I'm saying that to all my brothers, you know, that's out here pushing, not giving up. Life is tough, but we still continue to push. So I'm telling y'all to your face, I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
I
Keep
got
doing
it.
what you're doing.
That says a lot, man. One, as black men, we don't really get enough flowers.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, as black men, it's hard for us to accept our flowers.
Yeah.
Sometimes, but if you spend most of your life being good to people, good things are gonna happen to you.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know, I was looking for an RV to rent for my family gathering 4th of July weekend. So I threw it on Facebook because I'd rather pay a person than to go through these booking agencies because I'm not gonna give you $600 just to book something that you already got listed for me. And I was like, man, am I gonna have to buy an RV just to have an RV on site? You know, I put it on Facebook, and one of the homies that we went to school with was like, dog, what you need an RV for? And I was like, man, I'm gonna be in Rich Square for a couple of days, family gathering. I just want to have it on the premises so I can retreat to spend the night in case I'm drinking. I don't want to drive all the way to Roanoke Rapids.
Mm-hmm.
And my man said, yo, I'll bring mine and drop it off over there. Don't worry about it. I said, nah, dog. I said, dog, I got to give you something. Dog said, nah, well, you can give me something. Whatever the lady charged me to clean the RV, you give me that. And it's yours for the weekend.
Wow.
You know, so you be good to people, man. People should be good to you.
I don't know.
That's
I don't
real.
feel that way, though.
You know?
No.
You bought me a drink tonight.
I did buy you a drink.
I paid for my own drink.
But you paid for a drink before I got it, but I paid for your last drink.
Nah.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did.
You paid for Kevin's drink.
I paid for yours too. Because it was two of them.
Yours
It was
is.
two. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I had a Hennessy, and then he had the Terramine, and you had Terramine.
Yeah, but I
I paid for both of them.
I paid for my, what I get, you overpaid then.
Yeah, I must have did because my tab did come up to $30. I'm like, well, dang.
Because he only had chicken wings.
Yeah, I didn't
He
pay for
had-
chicken wing.
Oh, he had two of them things, though. He had two of them things.
Yeah.
I waited.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
No.
I'm saying, Kurt was real fast on the draw tonight with the bill.
Yeah, I like you might pay early.
But I had planned to take care of the bill because of what we were going to do tonight.
Oh.
Then TJ came in ready to buy me a drink. So when you be good to people be good to you. You know what I'm saying? You guys make it very hard for people to be good to y'all because y'all want to be such good people.
No, I'm surprised he said he gonna pay for the food because if he ever paid for anything for all this.
Yeah, me and you have traded drinks.
Me and him have traded drinks at Club.
That's all for all the.
But no, what I actually meant by like doing good, I've put my neck out there on the lines for a lot of people over the years and gotten it chopped clear the fuck off.
Right.
And I'm still alive.
Back there, he did an off button on that.
Okay. I'm still alive, and then if that's my blessing that I'm not dead yet, then I mean, I guess I got it back in return. But you don't know how to. You turn it on. You don't know how to turn it off.
Hey, Google that Joe. I select this now.
You know where they say don't take somebody's kindness for a weakness. Mm-hmm. I've known throughout the years my kindness has always been taken as a weakness.
Why do you feel that way?
Huh?
Why do you feel that way?
Because a lot of people always take advantage of it, and how it would come back to me as, well, you let them do it, or you let me do it, or you da-da-da-da. So that makes me feel like I'm a weak individual because you're saying I allowed you to do it to me. Mm-hmm. When I'm saying you was at a point where you needed something and I did for you, and then you're going to turn back around and say, well, I didn't ask you to do it.
Right.
That's like the biggest slap in the face.
I agree. But, I mean, they're just bad people. They are, there's something in their heart that they need to fix and work on. You know, I don't want you to look at yourself as you're less than a person because you are good-hearted. Because the good in your heart ain't going to leave. You know, you just decide to share the good in your heart with these people who don't know how to reciprocate it. Mm-hmm. Now, once they don't reciprocate it, you don't have to share that goodness with them anymore.
That's correct. You don't
have to do it anymore. Don't let them drink a Shasta. Don't give them the Mountain Dew no more.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because people, I've been done like that before, you know, with people. And man, there's one cat, and we'll talk motorcycles. He wrecked his motorcycle probably 2 weeks before Bike Week. You know, I've known him at that time probably between 3 and 4 months. He said, dog, like they're making me pay the deductible. I'm about $250 short of having all my parts, you know, for my motorcycle. I know what my motorcycle means to me. You've been a good fella so far. I'm going to give you the $250. He said, I'm going to give you back to you as soon as the insurance check clears. You know, I guess it ain't never clear because I ain't heard from him.
You still waiting on it.
Yeah, I'm still waiting on it.
Yeah, trust me.
You know, so I've loaned people money like that. I invested a substantial amount of money, you know, with a guy in a trucking company before. And he promised me a return, had all the paperwork, had all that, you know, and never heard anything from him. I call him, text him, he might reply, whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I say, for me to continue to be who I am, I don't need to track this money down anymore because the effort I'm putting into tracking this money down is making me, turning me into a different person than what I want to be.
And I want to be, right.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Now,
you were mad tonight, though. I saw your boy Yard House on the gaming room.
Oh, you saw dude that over me? Yes. See, if I ran into that dude, that'd be one of the situations.
Is that the dude walking with the blind dude?
Yeah.
I thought he looked familiar.
That would be one of the situations where I would be locked up and y'all need to have to come bail me out because that was one of those situations where somebody had a dream and didn't know how to create that dream, and I created that dream and helped them maintain it for a long period of time for them to turn around and tell me, I don't feel like I should pay for what I didn't ask for.
Right.
And you like, wait a minute now. I created a way for you to be able to take care of your family that you couldn't do.
Right.
And you're going to now turn around and tell me I didn't ask for it? Right. If I had my gun on me that day, which I did have my gun on me that day, it was only the Lord that actually stopped me from putting two in his head.
The Lord has stopped me a few times.
Wow. But people take that as a weakness because a regular street dude would have put two in him and called it a day and did his 5 years.
But see, there's no doubt in my mind why we are having the success in life that we are having.
Exactly.
Because those trials and tribulations that we go through,
Other stronger,
right? That other people react differently, is why we're going through it.
Mhm.
That's why we are the ones that are dealing with it. You know, I had a young lady that I was dating one time threw a glass bottle through my car windshield. The first car I paid for my own 18-inch wheels on it. At that time, I was a pistol toter. And this is what stopped me from toting pistols. The glass hit my windshield. In one response, I reached in the passenger seat to grab the pistol. 21 years old. And this one time, because she lived a half a mile from me, I said, I don't leave my pistol.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on a seat when you went to grab it.
And it was not on that seat when I went to grab the pistol.
I'm glad it wasn't.
Me too.
Right.
You know, but I went home because that wasn't enough.
I'm going to go get it.
I'm going to go get it.
And come back.
And come back.
That would have been even worse.
And I went home and got the pistol. And that's why my homie Billy D will be my homie the rest of my life. I opened the door and he said, dog, I already know what happened. So God put people in your life for reasons and put you through experiences.
Yeah.
That's real.
For you to come out better on the other side. You know, so don't ever think like you are less than a person because of what somebody else has done to you and you allowed, right? Because you become stronger.
That's right.
Yeah.
You become stronger on the other end of that thing. You know, so now somebody be like, you got a pistol. I'd be like, shit, I got one. I don't know the bullets in. You know what I'm saying? If what somebody bring in your house, I'm going to throw the pistol at them. You know,
No,
but
I know what my bullets said. They in the pistol. Trust me, I know where it
you know, it took me those situations, you know, to know that I was a hothead.
Right.
I had to do a lot of change. My mother told me growing up, man, I'm scared you're going to be dead, you know, because you want to jump and fight so bad.
Yeah.
You know, all the time, everything makes you mad. You just and I was mad, really, I was really mad during those times because of my father or lack of my father's presence. So anything would make me angry, and nothing's gonna make me feel like I'm less than a man at that time.
Yeah.
You know, so I worked hard to overcome that. You know, me and my dad now, I think it's Steve, because grandma would always say, I don't care what he do, what he don't do.
That's right.
Your daddy.
Yeah.
Daddy.
See, that's that teaching back then. Because it was like, yeah, well, he's still your daddy. Like, I ain't no mine either. You know what I mean? And so, but to still give him the respect of father, because there's a difference between a father and a dad. Everybody can be father, right? But it takes a special person to actually be a dad. Right. So, and dads are in your life and they teaching you stuff. They throwing the ball with you. They giving you the lessons. The father, yeah, he could be down the street from you. You never